Alright, so here we go. So I picked up this this box in a recent collection, or the Pokemon in a recent collection, and sent it off to get graded. It's actually the first time we sent cards that weren't Magic to get graded, so I'm really excited to see what we have in here. I'll basically just be separating into piles of the 10s, the 9s, the 8s, and so on. So here we go. Each one comes in one of these smaller boxes. I got 6 of these, and there's a total of 92 cards from this this batch that we sent out. They're all first edition or Shadowless, with a few that were unlimited that we sent. That was actually Jose, one of our diligent employees, one of his personal cards. So we have those in here too. So we'll see what we get. All right, starting off, Poliwrath 9, excellent. Shadowless Blastoise 8, that's pretty clean. Gem Mint Electrode first edition Shadowless. That is insane. That goes for about 1,200 last closed listings on eBay. And a 9 Electrode. Another 10. Beedrill at 9. This one kind of has the gray stamp on there too. Yeah, it's slightly gray, but still, I don't know if it's technically gray stamp. Here's a Beedrill 10. So this one's a population, I believe, around 30 in the world for this one, first edition Shadowless. That's awesome. And even at a 10, with PSA isn't as strict as what I'm used to with Magic and with Beckett. So even at a 10 here, if this was a Beckett 10, looking at the back, there'd be basically no white. And I don't know if you can see in the view there, like there's still even a nick here on the corner, and it's even with that nick, it's still got a 10 for PSA. So sounds good to me. And another 9 for Beedrill. Venusaur Shadowless 8. Awesome. Nidoking 8. Ivysaur first edition, we got a Gem Mint 10. Another Ivysaur is a 9. Another 9. 9 Bulbasaur. 9. There we go. So Pikachu first edition, Yellow Cheeks 10. And edging looks pretty good. Even there, a little bit of white, but as long as it's maybe like one minor imperfection, they're still giving this thing a pass. So that's really cool. Another 10. Another 10. That's really cool. Mewtwo Shadowless non-first edition 10. This one also has an extremely low population. It more than the first edition. A lot of times the Shadowless non-first editions had less circulation when the game was out in '99. So this is technically not quite as much as the first edition version, but it's more rare, so it still fetches, I think, $800–900 for this one. First card, Charmander 10, first edition. Checking to see if any of these, some of the ones we sent had gray stamps, so I'm trying to see and catch that as well. Another 10. These are around $80, I believe. There's a 9. Let's look at the back of a 9 here. Yeah, I mean, this one has 2 very marginal white blemishes on the edging, so I think that's just really, if they see more than 1, then they're dropping that to a 9. Another couple 9s. This one is actually Shadowless, not first edition. Charmeleon, first edition 9. at the 10. So this, I believe, is in the 300-400 range. One step below the Holy Grail of Charizard. That's another 9. Wartortle 9. One of these we sent had the thin stamp, and I believe it's that one. See the one stamp there, we'll double check. That one got a 10. Another Wartortle 10. Those are not cheap. So let's see if I can find the thin stamp. Yeah, it looks like one of the 10s. That's crazy. This is the only Wartortle number 10 in population that has the thin stamp. So this one's going to be really interesting to price because it just doesn't exist. There's one on eBay right now that's a grade 8 that someone's trying to get 2,000 for. But yeah, it's kind of an unknown. There's no way to really compare this to anything. So that's cool. And there we go. So Gem Mint 10 Squirtle with a gray stamp. So that's gonna be pretty unique too. I mean, there's probably 300 of these in population, so it's not gonna be quite as rare, but definitely a unique perk about the card. First edition 8.5. They started doing that somewhat recently, doing the subgrades, or not subgrades, but like a point, decimal grade on this, which is really odd. There we go. So Trainer Clefairy Doll got a 9. First edition stamp on that one. Here we go, Ninetales Shadowless is an 8. This is, I believe, in the 400 to 500 range. Professor Oak, another 8.5. Pokemon Trader, 8.5. Same thing, 8.5, okay. So here we've got our submission paperwork. And first card. So this was Shadowless Gyarados. I got a 9, so let's take a look. Nothing super standout, and there's a couple white spots down here and one up here, so I guess that's why. Obviously not the 10, but that's pretty low population for this card being one of the big 3 or 4 Pokemon. And here we go, Gyarados 10. That's awesome. So not first edition, but Shadowless. So the population on these is really quite low, and wow. That might be the most expensive card in the lot. Poliwrath got an 8. Item Finder Gem Mint 10. This one is another one of the trainers that spiked recently. They're over $1,000 each, and there's, I believe, somewhere around 15 of these that have been graded at 10. Professor Oak got a 9. Another one of those. And Imposter Professor Oak first edition stamp 10 Gem Mint. That's cool. Another one that's probably in the 60 in population, but still pretty good. And 2 of them, wow. Pokemon Breeder 10 Gem Mint first edition stamp. Wow. And got a 9. Computer search, so that's insane. Got a 10 Gem Mint, probably in the 40s in terms of population, but these are regularly going over $1,000. I think there's just a handful of them available in the market. Pokemon Center 9. Super Potion, this is another one. The trainers just recently all been going up. And we got a 10. And Super Energy Removal, wow. Perfect Mint. Poliwrath 9. This is not first edition, but still great grade for that card. It's weird they don't do the subgrades from 9 to 10. I mean, they have this like 8.5 thing they've established, but it probably just would piss off the entire community, so they just avoid it completely and just give everything a 10. But another 9. Poliwrath. Okay, wow. So Dragonair, this is one of the only cards in the set that's a rare that's not foil. It's not first edition, but it's Shadowless, so it's the most rare form of Dragonair, and it got a 10. And there's 2 of them. And this one got a 9. Dratini got a 10. Very cool. Arcanine 10, first edition. Oh yeah, this thing is sweet. And the second one. Wow. And we got a 9. 10 Gem Eradicate. Ninetales Shadowless, non-first edition, with a 9. We got a second one. Yeah, this one's pretty clean. Maybe there's some scratching or something. A Champ got a 7, so first 7 out of the batch. But nobody cares about Champ. Doug Trio Shadowless got a 10. And a 9. This is our second Clefairy doll. This one also got a 9. 10. Sweet. Another 9. And item finder. So another one of the trainers that spiked. This one got a 10. Perfect score. Alright, last stack, here we go. Blastoise non-shadow, got a 9. This is one of the staff ones, staff item. Venusaur, perfect score, got a 10. Not shadowless, but it's the unlimited variety is still really awesome. And Charizard, this one got an 8. So non-shadowless, non-first edition, but still, I think this still fetches some interest for sure. Zapdos Shadowless got a 9. There was a few Zapdos. Another 9. Another 9. Let's see here. four Zapdos that got a 9 grade. Clefairy first edition, this one got a 7. Yeah, there's some noticeable wear on the back, but there must be some surface scratching. I don't know, that one's pretty clean. I'm not quite sure. There's no notes or anything, so I can't see specifically what they were referencing, but I'm not seeing anything other than some white edging up here, but it's really, some of the 9s have had that, so that's interesting that I got a 7. This one did get a 9. And an 8. Chansey first edition got an 8. And a 6. Ooh. For 6. I mean, yeah, you can see on the camera there's some scratching on the holofoil part, so I guess that's, yeah, this is some favorable scratching there. And another 6. A 7. Feel like I'm reading out bingo numbers here. 7. First edition Pidgeotto, another one of the rares that doesn't have a holofoil, but we picked up a 9. Zapdos first edition 8. Zapdos first edition 9, that's really cool. That one looked pretty clean, but some minor white spots there. And the last card of the batch, Charmander first edition 10 gem mint, and he's got the gray stamp. No idea what that'll go for. But cool, thanks for watching. Yeah, looks like we got probably something like 30, maybe 25 10s, which is way better than I was expecting. I was really expecting the pile to be in the 7 or 8s, this being our first time grading with PSA. But yeah, it looks like, I mean, a lot of the stuff the tens really didn't have to be perfect. They could be, you know, in the near mint, really. I mean, I don't know if I'd call these gem mint, with, you know, finding any sort of imperfection at all. But yeah, it looks like the bar for them is, you know, maybe one minor detail. So got quite a few 10s, a ton of 9s, and yeah, I was really expecting to see more on this side of the table. But thanks for watching, and have a great day.